Okay, we're going to determine proportional and non-proportional relationships. Two related quantities are proportional if they have a constant ratio between them or a constant rate of change. If two related quantities do not have a constant rate of change, then they are non-proportional. So we're going to go through this table and we're going to determine, is this a proportional relationship or is this a non-proportional relationship? So in order to do that, all you have to do is divide. So you're going to divide your dependent variable by your independent variable because the number of pages you read depends on the number of hours that you spend reading. So we're going to divide the number of pages by the number of hours. Each one of these numbers would have to be the exact same in order for it to be a proportional relationship. If these four values are not the exact same when I divide, then this is going to be a non-proportional relationship. So we do 37 divided by 1. 37 divided by 1 is 37. Then I'm going to do 73 divided by 2. Top in, bottom out, circle, circle, dot, dot. Now you have a decimal spot. If I have 7, I can make 3 groups of 2. That leaves me a remainder of 1. Bring down the 3. If I have 13, I can make 6 groups of 2, which is 12. 13 minus 12 is 1. Bring down a 0. If I have 10 and I want to make groups of 2, it takes 5 groups of 2 to make 10. 10 minus 10 is 0. So this 0 would just come straight up. So this one is 36.5 or 36.50, but you don't have to have that unless you're talking about money. So far you notice that these two values are not the same. So this is probably going to be a non-proportional relationship, but I'm going to go ahead and keep dividing out just to make sure. So I go 109 divided by 3. Then in order to divide, I go top in, bottom out, circle, circle, dot, dot. Now you have a decimal spot. If I have 1 and I want to make a group of 3, I can't do that. So then I move over. If I have 10 and I want to make groups of 3, it takes me 3 groups of 3 to make 9. I had 10, take away the 9, I have a remainder of 1. Bring down the 9. If I have 19 and I want to make groups of 3, it takes me 6 groups of 3 to make 18, which still leaves me with a remainder of 1. So I bring down a 0. If I have 10 and I want to make groups of 3, it takes me 3 groups of 3 to make 9. I had 10, so I have a remainder of 1. And I bring down a 0. So you notice I'm bringing down the same number, which means that this is going to be a repeating decimal because it takes 3 groups of 3 to make a 9, and then I'm going to get a 1 again. So each time that I keep getting a 1, that means that this is repeating. So I'm going to use my bar notation to indicate repeating decimal. So this one is 36.33. So I had 37, and then it went down to 36 and a half, and now I'm at 36 and 1/3. So now I'm going to divide this and see what happens. So far, what do you think? Proportional or non-proportional? So I'm going to top in, bottom out. Top in, bottom out, circle, circle, dot, dot. Now you have a decimal spot. Make sure when you're doing the circle, circle, dot, dot that you line up those two decimals. If I have 1 and I want to make a group of 4, I can't do that, so I move over. If I have 14 and I want to make groups of 4, it takes me 3 groups of 4 to make a 12. That means that I have a remainder of 2, so I bring down the 5. If I have 25 and I want to make groups of 4, it takes me 6 groups of 4 to make 24, so I have a remainder of 1. Then I'm going to bring down the 0. If I have 10 and I want to make groups of 4, it takes me 2 groups of 4 to make 8, and 10 minus 8 is 2, and I bring down the 0. So now if I have 20 and I want to make groups of 4, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, it takes me exactly 5 groups of 4 to make 20, meaning I have no remainders. So my answer is 36.25. So 37 divided by 1 is 37. 73 divided by 2 is 36 and a half. 109 divided by 3 is 36.33. And 145 divided by 4 is 36.25. Because these four numbers are not the exact same, that means that this is a non-proportional relationship.